I got on all these different colors. I don't like this, but nevertheless, I'm on here for 15 minutes and then I'm leaving. Yes, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm ready to go to sleep. Um, and didn't really do that much today. Okay, but we not on there. Inexpensive tickets, do they really exist? Yes and no. So my name is Shyla Massey. I am the owner of Glistening July. We specialize in all things hospitality, food and beverage, accommodations, cruises, recreation, transportation. You name it, we do it. I've been traveling as an unaccompanied minor since I was 10. I am way beyond 10. And because of that, I have a lot of experience traveling. Um, have a lot of experience traveling budget, and I got a lot of experience traveling first class too. I can honestly say that. Do I like first class experiences? Yes, I do. I actually like experiences where my entire vacation is paid for and all I do is just show up. There is somebody who picks me up from the airport. There's I am greeted when I enter into the hotel. I am picked up from the hotel. I am greeted when I and they're sad to see me go. Like I just love all of those experiences. And so inexpensive tickets do exist. You have to do a little bit of research. What does that require? That may require you going on the internet looking from your departure city to your home city every day. That may require you going 3 hours and 45 minutes on a drive out of the country or to another city because the airfare is cheaper. If the airfare is $300 cheaper in a different city that's 3 hours and 45 minutes away, and you can park for $30 a day, you would technically still save money if you drove up there and drove back. Well, technically not with gas being $4.29 at Sam's Club. But the point of this story is if you want to go somewhere, you have to do your research. You have to put in your hello, some key boo you. I don't know how to say that, but hello. You have to look every day for your ticket, wherever it is you want to go. You can't just casually look for your ticket. You have to be look for your ticket. With Spirit gone and Frontier still around, yes, you can go to destinations internationally and locally. You can still go to the counter. Sometimes they offer a cheaper ticket, sometimes they don't. You need to be cognizant of that. Sometimes the ticket they offer online is the same ticket you get at the counter. You have to know that. If you're going on a day that's a holiday to the counter, it's probably going to be cheaper. Why? Because people are with their families. They are not on the internet looking for um looking for tickets. They're just not. Um they're with their family. So because they're not looking for tickets, they know on the logarithm that look, we need to drop the prices because we need to sell. We need to make some money. They know that. And so I'm looking right now for a ticket. I know I'm going out of the country. I know that I cannot go to the Middle East because of I'm a US citizen. And if I go to the Middle East and my government has told me I shouldn't travel to that area, I have a high possibility of getting stuck in the Middle East. Right? So I'm staying away from Qatar. Is Qatar the cheapest right now? Yes. All Qatar flights that go to Doha are the cheapest right now. Anywhere you're going near the Middle East, Northern Africa, Asia, any Qatar flight that can go to Asia or anywhere over there is cheap because they're all stopping in Doha. And Doha is in the Middle East, but my government says you can't go there. Now, other countries, they're stopping in Europe and then going to Northern Africa or Asia or they're stopping in Korea, right? And going over there. So you have to be cognizant of all of that. Do you need to check what the advisories are with the State Department? Yes, you need to see what advisories are there. And if you choose to still get on a Qatar flight because it is the cheapest, you need to make sure you register with STEP. It's the Smart Traveler something program. And that's where you tell your state, which is the United States, if you live in the United States, where you're staying at, what's the hotel name, what's the whole hotel address, and what dates are you staying at that hotel. And when you switch hotels, you put the new dates for the new hotel and the new address in there. Because if something happens and they have to get you out of the country, they can get you out. But there are all types of things you can do. You can put a flight on a payment plan through a firm, through, is it Upgrade? I may be wrong. But you can put a flight on a payment plan. They do check your credit. You need to be credit worthy in order to not pay on your flight, or if your credit is shaky, they're going to say, "Hey, you owe us this much and this is the rest of the amount that you have to pay." You have to know all of this. But are there flights out there? Yes. Typically Tuesdays and Sundays they drop the prices because people are in the bed sleep, or they're with their family, they're at church, whatever they may be doing on Sunday morning. Tuesdays and Thursdays. So today is Tuesday. I would be looking for a flight if I were you. When I get off this live with you, I'm going to my laptop and I'm going to look for this flight that I've been watching every day. I check every day for a flight that I need to take. Thank you so much. Insight Opticians, located on F Street in DC. Yolanda and Tony. Tell them you saw this girl on TV, on YouTube, and she shouted them out. That's where I get all my glasses from. They are the best in the United States. There is nobody better than them, and they won't give you these, but they will give you a pair of glasses that fit your personality, that fit your face, that fit your nose, your cheekbones, everything about who you are. And people all over the world, no matter where you go, when they see you in those glasses, they're gonna always give you compliments. How do I know? Because that's been happening to me for 16 years. I get all of my glasses from her. I've been there. I am a loyal customer because I've been going to her for that long. She has a pair of my glasses now that I need to go get. That I'll probably be getting like next weekend, because this weekend is the holiday, so I'm not gonna go to DC this weekend. I'm gonna go next weekend. But today, make sure you. Oh, I'm tired. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. I talk about all things related to travel. Every video you see on this website, on my YouTube channel, are places that I've actually gone myself. They're not videos that I've taken from someone. This is live footage of me. Most of the time my children travel with me. I rarely put them in a video or rarely post them, but normally I travel coach with my children because I get more room. As you can see, I'm not skinny. So I get more room because they skinny minis. My children are. And it just it gives me the comfort that I need while traveling. I do like to get up and go to the bathroom. I'm not one of the people who gonna sit on a 14-hour flight and I get up once. So it just gives me the flexibility that I need for when I'm traveling. And Skyscanner, I've been saying this for the last couple of days. SKYSCANNER. Love that site. I recommend that for every travel. I recommend them over Google. People are like, oh, you could just go to Google and you could put in your no. Rude. Google is not tried and tested. They saw that Skyscanner was doing well, and then they got on the bandwagon. No, they saw that Priceline was doing well, and then they got on the bandwagon. No, Skyscanner is where it's at. Skyscanner is going to give you the best options. If you can combine different carriers and self transfer, they're going to let you know that. They're going to tell you the cheapest date that you can fly during the month of June, during the month of May. And yes, May is almost over. They're still going to tell you the cheapest day to fly to whatever city you want to go to. They're going to tell you in all 12 months, they're going to tell you as long as the flight schedule is open, because most carriers, they do like 310. It's not a, no, I'm sorry. The dates are wrong. It's not a full 12 months. I do know that. Is, is it like 310, 320? It's not a full 12 months. It's less than a full 12 months that you can book a flight. It used to be when the flight schedule first dropped, that was the cheapest time to book your flight. That's not necessarily the truth. So don't go by that. Um, but there are carriers you do not get a discount if you go up to the counter at Delta. You don't get a discount if you go up at United or American. I just want you to know that. Frontier will give you a discount occasionally. Now that Spirit is gone, I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if they'll be doing that. But what I do know is that you have to research your ticket. I know you're in a rush. I know you're in a hurry. I know you need to go somewhere, but take your time. They make their money off of last minute people who like, okay, I'm going to Vietnam this week. And that's how they make all their money because they got to go for business, right? Or I'm going to China. I got to go. I don't have any options. I got to go handle this business now. So there are still ways. Write down prices. So when you do your search on Skyscanner, write down the price it was today. So you have documented, and until you get good at it, that you know, like, okay, the price is dropping, right? Or when you get serious, you know, okay, this is cheaper than it was here. Let me get this ticket. But start documenting. You look today, this is the price to go from Los Angeles to Bali in Indonesia, right? Tomorrow the price is this. But if you're serious about a place, you have to look up that place every day. You have to look at the airfare for that place every day. Every day, every day, every day. I know I was using Hopper prior to COVID. So before COVID, I was on Hopper. And once there was an issue with flights being refunded from third parties, I stopped using Hopper. I was able to get my money back because I stayed it on hold during COVID. But what I learned from that is don't go through a third party because if something happens with your flight and your flight gets canceled, that airline company, Delta, American, United, Southwest, and Frontier, is going to tell you to go to that third party carrier, whoever that third party carrier may be. That's a tip for you. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want to hear more tips, if you want to see more travel, if you want to see places that I've gone, places I'm going, places I will go. You are interested, subscribe, comment, like, share this YouTube out, this live out to other people. But I don't use third party sites. I don't recommend somebody use a third party site. I'm working with a couple right now and they want to go to Aruba. And the girlfriend was like, yeah, I'm seeing the flight for 375. So I went to Skyscanner. I was like, there are no tickets for 375. Yes, that price pops up, but none of the carriers are offering that price. The price is $610. So I told them the same thing I'm telling you. Check every day. Put in your home destination to where you're going. Go to, instead of putting in a concrete date, do flexible dates and tell the algorithm, like, show me what's the cheapest. What's the cheapest day to leave? What's the cheapest day? Hello, how are you today? Thank you for joining me this evening. When is the cheapest time to come back? It'll give you a price. E-soak? Is that how you say that? Hello, hello, hello. Good. Okay, that's good. But it'll tell you the cheapest price. I told them to check on a Sunday. Something told me like, yeah, they are not going to check. Don't go in the store and check for them. Checked on a Sunday, the ticket price dropped down to 375. It was a confirmed 375 on United. So if you're looking to go to Aruba, United on Sunday had flights for $375 going to Aruba. They were excited. I was excited too. But if you would have followed my advice, I wouldn't be calling you about something that's your business, not mine. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for liking, following, and subscribing. I do. I thank you for your time. I appreciate you. But Skyscanner is where it's at. You got to get on Skyscanner. You got to find your flights. There is no reason why you should be. I was just talking to somebody today and they were like, we're such and such. I said, oh, they in Houston. In Houston, I'm like, yes. Everybody here travels. Everybody here travels. You got to go and see the world, even if you got to get in your car and go. Gas is $4.29 a gallon. Calculate it out. Is it cheaper for me to drive or cheaper for me to fly? If you check every day, you can look up how many gallons of gas my car holds. How many miles will a gallon take me? All of that information is public information. You can calculate How many miles is it from my city to this city? Okay, is this many miles? How many gallons of gas is that? How many times do I gotta fill up a gallon? Okay, this is how much it's take. I gotta find a plane ticket cheaper than this. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. That's what I used to do when I couldn't afford to fly. I drove to Orlando, Florida from Cleveland, Ohio. Can you believe that? I couldn't, but I did it. I did it. I stopped the first time, and the second time I went straight on through. It was a 14-hour drive. I stopped in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's the midway point. 14 or 15 hour, but I stopped in Charlotte. And I calculated to the T how much it was gonna cost me for gas. And where was Costco and where was Sam's Club and how would I be able to fill up? Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I'm still talking, and because this is an important topic, Skyscanner is where it's at. That's where you find your tickets. That's where you're gonna find how you're gonna go. If you can't afford a flight, drive. I've driven to Yellowstone National Park from Cleveland, Ohio before. I got to see Montana. I got to see Wyoming. I got to see Wyoming. I don't know why people would go to Wyoming, but if you go to Wyoming, there's no way that you're going to be able to pick up a signal. So to me, that was like a very risky drive. That was one of the riskiest drives that I've done. I've got to go to South Dakota, which I've never done that. I hadn't done that before. There are only 11 states that I need to still see. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna knock this out because I need to get busy. When I say get busy, I need to get busy. I need to start going to these states on the weekends when I don't have anything to do. I need to find a way to make some extra funds because a lot of these places are in the middle of nowhere, like North Dakota. I want to go to, and I'm definitely not going in the winter, so I got to go in the summer. I want to go to Idaho, Washington. And I hear the best time to go to Washington is in July. I need to go to Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. Hawaii will be absolutely last, and I plan on doing that in January, February sometime of 2027. But I want to get these 11 states knocked out so then I can move on to the continent of Africa because I want to see all 54 countries. I've been to two and I only have 52 more to go to. I've been to Senegal and I've been to Gambia. Gambia is right in the middle of Senegal. So, with that being said, if you don't remember anything else from this conversation, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you like this video. Make sure that if you're looking for a ticket, you go to skyscanner.com and you check your from and to destination every day until you see the lowest price. Do not book a ticket within 30 days. They have research out there that says most Americans book tickets within 30 days of travel. You want to look at 60, 90 days in advance. So you want to look in advance. You want to make sure that you are prepared to pay the price. I was telling somebody when I used to live in Cincinnati, every year Delta had a flight around April, and I would get the flight all the time. It was for like $120. And it would be me and my son. We would be on the plane. It went up to I think 150, but every year like clockwork, that ticket went on sale, and it was in the middle of the night that the ticket would go on sale. Every year somebody threw that in there, and I would always get the ticket. But that's how I got me and my son to California with no issues. So just being cognizant of that. I know logarithms are out there all the time with all these carriers and everything is, so many people start looking at a certain route, then they increase the price. I know I got a one-way ticket on Delta for like 6 people. It was like $139, but I got it on a Sunday. It was first thing in the morning. Nobody was up. Or it was just on Delta. It was that cheap. And I got every last seat that I could get for that price. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm about to get off of here, but I told myself I was going live every day. This channel was so hard for me to go live on because like I could literally sit here all day and just be talking about travel. And I know I have to cut it short and I know I have to stick to the topic. They do inexpensive tickets still exist. And okay, and bye. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you watch the videos. I have some really great places that I've been to and visited that I think that all of you would enjoy. and that you would like. So just make sure you watch the shorts, you watch the lives. I have not published a lot of content, but I'm going to drop a hotel. I was just in New Orleans. Okay, bye bye. I was just in New Orleans last, no, 2 weekends ago. And I did a video of my hotel. I stayed at the JW Marriott. And I picked the hotel. I wanted to stay at the Four Seasons because I really love the Four Seasons in New Orleans. I was like a little kid in the candy store when I was staying there the first time. I was like, "Oh, look at the windows! The curtains automatically pull back." Like, oh my goodness, this is nice. Then they had the water in the glass next to your bedside, so you could just pour you a glass of water. The food was delicious. I did not eat at the bar in the lobby like most people. I actually went to the restaurant. The food was absolutely delicious. The bed was comfortable. I was just like a little kid in a candy store. I really was. But the JW Marriott was nice as well. I don't have any complaints, but I do like the Marriott. I am a Marriott person. I do like the Marriott. I didn't really get to go in every nook and cranny of the JW in New Orleans, but I did see a lot. Um I didn't go into the executive lounge, which I should have went in there, but I was just too busy trying to handle some business, so that wasn't even a focus of mine. But I have to do a video of my experience in New Orleans. I do not like Louisiana as a state. I think I've said that several times. There's nothing against anybody who's from Louisiana. I just don't like the state. Never have. So my mind will not be changing on that. But they do have some really nice hotels. I did get a facial while I was there at Hotel Montalone in Spot Aria. I think that's how you say it. But it's one of the oldest boutique independently ran hotels in New Orleans. I think it's one of the few. I think there's only two left, and that's one of them. So I could tell that it was a very old hotel. I didn't go in the rooms. I didn't stay in a room. It was a very busy hotel. They had a bar there called the Carousel Bar because I guess the whole bar is a it looks like a carousel. I don't know. I didn't go in. I saw it briefly when somebody walked the door. Somebody was like, "You want to go in the bar?" No, I don't drink. Why am I in a bar? So that's not a priority of mine. So yeah, I don't plan on going back to Louisiana again. That's not top on my list of to do things. But inexpensive tickets, I ended up my ticket to Louisiana was $89 from Atlanta, and my ticket back was 130, but I did Frontier on that because I didn't want to get up at 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday to get back home. So yeah, but there was an issue with that because if that flight wouldn't have took off, I would have been stuck in New Orleans because New Orleans, in my opinion, is kind of hard to get out of. I know that is crazy, right? And I was asking questions from Frontier to help me navigate this if we get stuck in Orlando. Like, was there another option? And the lady was like, "You just need to go to the next city and have them take care of it." Ma'am, that is not how my life operates. I cannot just go to the next city and have them take care of something. I need to be cognizant of what's going on and making arrangements based on that. So, and I keep every time I fly Frontier, I tell myself I cannot keep flying Frontier. I cannot keep flying Frontier, but here I am flying Frontier again. Um, because they offered the better schedule. They don't offer the better service, they offer the better schedule. I don't want to get up at the crack of dawn to leave a city. I just don't. But now they set it up. I remember when I was young. I even remember when I was 19 and I worked for American Airlines. That first flight was our guaranteed flight out of any city. That was the only way we was going to get out of the city. The flights in the evening, that's how we were going to get um stuck in the next city. Now they've changed it. If you don't leave in the morning, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going to no city from a if you're in a city that doesn't get that much traffic. So, Yeah, was crazy. That all of this is like really crazy, but I'm gonna let you guys go because I want to go get me a smoothie. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who subscribed to this channel. Again, all of the videos on this channel were actually taken by me. I appreciate you. May the blessings of the Lord be upon you, be with you. And if you do not know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, take this moment to get to know him. He loves you, he cares about you, and he's concerned about you. Thank you for subscribing. You have a great day. Bye bye.